Good morning, and welcome to another furious version of Diatribes from the voice of doom. Now here's your incensed and rabid host, voice of doom. Gotta play a bit before I really get mad. Alright, enough of that. One of my favorite performers in the history of music, Fetus. Nobody's heard of him. He's the greatest thing that ever happened to rock. But you have to be pretty in the weeds with music to even know who he is. Now, I woke up again enraged. Nothing happened and I was wondering why. I actually got a pretty good night's sleep. When I woke up, I was furious, and I realized why. I have a hard time getting to sleep, and the best way for me to get to sleep is to turn on a documentary about Schicklgruber, because for some reason that World War II stuff just puts me right out. And when I fall asleep, the YouTube keeps playing video after video all night long. And I'm absorbing it in my sleep. And when I woke up, I was hearing bile. I was hearing crap. I was hearing idiocy. I was hearing the worst thing I've ever heard. And it turned out it was the so-called kangaroo hearing of the January 6th insurrection. Which there was an insurrection. It wasn't the people they thought it was, but yes. That's what got me enraged. And I realized I'm going to do what I used to do. I'm going to go back to the basics because my diatribes have been boring, they've been lackluster, they've been without any focus. I'm going to go back to my usual shtick that I started with in the first place. It's just free-form rage. Just no notes, no nothing. I'm going to talk about this again. Now, I told everybody about 6 or 7, 8 episodes ago to boycott the lies. And I have not watched that hearing because the snippets I've heard are disgusting. It's not a hearing. Some sort of a production where they put Twitter feeds on there as evidence on the big screen. I've never seen a hearing with a big screen with all kinds of, graphic bullcrap. And I'm getting sick of it. And I know that after they're done voting to get us more in debt and get us more into a pit, they're going to take a recess, which I wish they would recess for life. I wish they would recess the Congress and never come back. We would be way better off. But after the recess, I guess I've understood that they're going to go back to this hearing and continue it right up until November so that everybody has it fresh in their mind that the last, and I mean final president, was an insurrectionist who caused all that ruckus. Now, I'm getting pissed, man. Now I'm going to go back to the way I used to be. I'm not going to be Mr. Nice Guy no more. Those idiot D's and that idiot Pelosi and all those fucking assholes caused the insurrection. They wanted it to happen. They made it happen. They allowed it to happen. And everybody knows it. And now they're having a big brouhaha and getting on their high horse and crying about how America came so close to being destroyed by this orange guy and his cohorts. And I am getting pissed about that. Oh, God. I'm going to lose it. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I catch snippets here and there, and then when that whole damn thing plays while I'm asleep, now I wake up all just absolutely apoplectic, ready to just kill the first person I see, which is my son, who just got home at 11 a.m. from a drunken tear and fell straight to sleep. He hasn't paid me a fucking cent for rent in 6 months, probably longer. And he has the audacity to sleep with his damn air conditioning on, which he's the only one in the house that has it. And I pay the electric bill. Oh, I'm getting pissed. And I'm going to take it all out on this fucking lizard-like creature, Schiff, and the rest of them. Can't stand them. And I hope they're ousted. And if they're not ousted by the so-called ballot box, I hope they're ousted in other ways. I don't care how. I really don't care how. But I am pissed because I had to listen against my will to this confederacy of dunces, this panel of marsupials, which go on and on and on and on with no evidence. There's no habeas corpus. There's no fairness. There's no, proper, judicial proceedings where you have the other side argue their point, or you have other evidence, or you bring in all the people that were involved. You don't just bring in your own hand-picked people. Oh man, I am sick of these assholes. I'm going to get mad. I'm going to go back to my basic way of doing diatribes. I'm not going to give you a whole bunch of data. I'm not going to give you any interesting little anecdotes from the past. I'm just going to rage because I am sick of these people, and I want them out, because we are facing a lot of problems in this stupid-ass planet, and they are totally distracted and trying to distract us with this bull crap. There was no insurrection, and if it was, I wish it was worse. I wish AOC and everybody else got just what they thought they got. Danger, dragging, heels, drag, face down the stairs of the Capitol and stomped. Okay? That's a metaphor. I'm not making any threats. But they deserve the worst possible punishment that anyone can inflict on the other, because they're ruining this country even more than it was already ruined by not paying attention to the big problems and obsessing over this stupid-ass January 6th. They're going to go on and on and on and on and on with that crap. And they totally twist everything around. What little crap I heard was so stupid. Orangey did not even acknowledge that policeman's death, that he was killed by the insurrectionists. Not one person was killed by the insurrectionists. Not one. The only person killed directly by that farce was a lady who crawled through a window and was shot by a Capitol police officer. Everybody else, they might have died. How they died, I don't know. Probably the D's. The D's probably had them murdered so that they had some fodder for their farce. And I'm sick of it. I don't want to hear any more of it, and we're going to get back to that after they get back from their so-called recess. I wish they'd have a recess. A recession. Go backwards, withdraw. Don't come back. Leave. Take your vacation in the Hamptons. Take your vacation on Martha's Vineyard or wherever the fuck you hang out after you're done fucking up our country. And don't come back. And if you do come back, I wish they would be dealt with in a draconian way. And I mean ancient Rome. Talking about crosses. Now, I'm just going to keep raging. I don't have anything. I'm just going to keep on raging because I'm so pissed. My microcosm sucks because of my stupid-ass son who won't pay me any money. I'm in debt all the time. I can't even enjoy anything. Can't buy myself even the smallest thing because I got to pay everything. And I can't afford it by myself. And he's doing nothing. And by the way, if I knew now what I knew then, or knew then what I know now, I would have aborted. And my wife would have done the same thing. I'd say, get rid of this, because it is a parasite. So, I'm mad. I cannot stand these hearings, and I haven't listened to them. I've lived up to my word. I boycotted of it. When I fall asleep and then I wake up and I hear this crap, and no matter what it is, when it's coming on, it's stupid. And these theatricals and these large, this presentation is not a hearing. It's a they're wasting our money, our time, and they're wasting valuable time that they could use probably trying to solve something, which they never will. Government's never solved one thing. Never. They've only made things worse. They should be overthrown. They should be overthrown violently. So I advocate that. I don't care. Come after me. I don't give a crap. I'd be better off going to prison for insurrection. At least I wouldn't have to worry about my bills. Now, what else can I say in my enraged state? Can't stand them. I really got nothing salient to say. I just do not like. It's one-sided. It's worse than anything you'd find in name any kangaroo court in history. It's worse than any banana republic. We wish we could be a banana republic. We would be so much better off if we were a banana republic. God, at least we'd have the bananas. And then there's other things on this YouTube that get me enraged. I'm getting sicker and sicker and sicker of these high and mighty LGBT, AB, YBC, YBU people coming on and going on and on with their attitude of superiority, how anybody that is just part of the mainstream is, wrong, and we're all stupid. I'm pissed at everything. And I said nothing. I'm just venting, and I'm not even going to make it 15 minutes because I can't come up with more things to describe my rage, my mania, my vapidness, my rapidness, my absolute infuriation with these so-called leaders that need to be led to the gallows. And I'm serious. I hope it happens. They're worried so much that Orangey's going to run again in 24. They're trying to circumvent it. They can forget that. They're not going to see 24. We're not going to see 24. No elections in 24. Forget that. You guys are out of your minds, man. You think that everything's going to just go on as normal. Elections, we can't have Orangey coming back and he's the front runner. We got to get rid of him by proving that he is an insurrectionist and treasonous. God, I cannot stand those people. And I mean, I cannot stand them. I do not want to stand for them. I want them gone. Off this planet. Get off quickly. They're just doing nothing but damage. All of them. All the way from Petri dish down. And that's going real far down. So, that's nothing. I just wanted to get back to the basics. I'm going to get back to my usual things that I used to do in the old days. Of just free form rage. And I hope you enjoyed it. I think it might be one of my better ones. So, I'll leave you with that. Enjoy the rest of the day. I know I will. Because money means nothing to me anymore. I don't care if I'm poor. I don't care if I'm rich. Doesn't matter. Just enjoy. And thank you for putting up with me. Goodbye.